We admitted that we were powerless over our addictions and that our lives had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. Today's Reiki session is an offering in which I will repeat step 1 of the 12 steps, the 12-step programs for alcohol and drug addiction recovery and for Al-Anon, people who are in relationship with others who are either actively in their addiction or are also in recovery. And I'm actually just going to repeat step 1 many times as a meditation. So some people like the hand movements that go along with the Reiki energy transmission, and some people don't like the hand movements. They find them distracting. So whatever works for you, if you like it, you can keep your eyes open. You can even mirror me if you like. Put your own hands up and our hands can mirror each other. Or you can just keep your eyes open and watch and sit in meditation. You can close your eyes. You could even be taking a walk and just listening through your headphones. The point of this meditation is to let the words of step 1 become your truth. Let me say that again. The point of this meditation is to let the words of step 1 become your truth. And if you are struggling, but you have an internal knowing that you are being called to recovery, that it is time. Or maybe it was time 18 years ago and you've been doing pretty well, but all of a sudden a bunch of triggers are coming up for you and you need a reboot. This will help. So start with some good deep breaths and with a willingness to receive. So another good hand posture is just open hands. And I know that step 2 is about being willing to give over our power to a higher power, give over our power to God. I know that's step 2. But honestly, being open to receiving from God in this moment with step 1 will be helpful. So even if you're not there yet with your heart and your mind and your gut, but something inside of your body is like, enough is enough, just go ahead and be willing to receive. You are safe. I'm here with you. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over our addiction and that our life had become unmanageable. I'm going to be quiet and you say that 3 times. And now here at the start of your healing journey from addiction and or codependence, I want you to fill in the word addiction with what it is that you're struggling with. Alcohol, drugs, overeating, sex, codependence, gambling, there's so many addictions that people are struggling with. So I'm going to say step 1 again, except for when I come to the word that would normally be addiction or alcohol, I'm going to be quiet and you fill in what yours is. And remember, it could just be codependence. It doesn't need to be a substance or an action. It could just be codependence. Okay. We admitted that we were powerless over and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over and that our life had become unmanageable. We admitted that we were powerless over and that our life had become unmanageable. Now, there's power in that word we because you are not alone. But there's also power in the word I because the truth is you are the only one who can do this for yourself. So now I'm going to change the word we to the word I. I admit that I am powerless over my addiction. And that my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless over my addiction and that my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless over my addiction and that my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless powerless over my addiction, and my life has become unmanageable. Say that 3 times without me. And now you fill in the word. Instead of addiction, you fill in the word. I admit that I am powerless over my and my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless over, and my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless over, and my life has become unmanageable. I admit that I am powerless over, and my life has become unmanageable. Now, that's it from the 12-step process, is admitting that truth. But I don't really want to leave this video there, because I would like to leave you with a sense of power. So you have just released the shame, guilt, horror, condemnation, self-condemnation, self-loathing over your addiction by just repeating that over and over again. And now I would like for you to imagine that out of the bottoms of your feet are growing some roots. And those roots are going through all the layers of the earth. So they're going through rock and clay and dirt, lime, stone, and lava, all the way to the core of the center of the earth. Your roots are growing, and through those roots you can pull up any nutrients that the earth has to offer through the roots. And through all the layers, the energy is coming up from the core of the center of the earth. And through the layers, you're just gathering nutrients to support you in your healing journey, and you can do it. You can do it. And this energy is coming up the bottoms of your feet, and it's coming through your lower legs and your knees, your thighs and your hips, and through your belly and your chest and your throat and your head, and down your arms and your fingertips. And it's just bringing you a sense of stability and grounding and support. Stability and grounding and support. Stability and grounding and support are yours. They are your birthright, because you are a human being on this planet. The earth is here to support you. And in the same way that we brought up that rooted, grounded energy from the earth, I want you to imagine a beautiful light. It can be of any color, coming in through the top of your head, around the outside of your body and the inside of your body. It's filling up your heart space with divine presence, love, and power. So yes, you're powerless over your addiction, but you have a higher power, and you have your own innate ability to work with the Creator, co-create with the Creator, and heal yourself. So you are filled with Christ consciousness from above and from the grounded energy from below, and those energies are mixing and mingling in the heart space, and they are flowing through your whole body, helping you detox from substances and people and things and places, and letting things go and being empowered to take the next step. My name is Jennifer Hall from reflectyourlight.com, and I am a Reiki energy healer. I will be posting a new video each week, getting through all 12 steps. It is my honor to work with you on YouTube, and it would be an even deeper honor for me to work with you one-on-one via Zoom. So if you would like to receive a one-on-one Reiki treatment from me, please check out my website, and please click subscribe and like this video so that others who also need some help on their journey can find the support they need. May all love, light, goodness, and peace come to you, my friend. I'll see you next week. Namaste. Amen.